友人の剣をくれ! Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Hello, heroes. Kelthar of the Heroes and Legends, and welcome back to RPG Corner. It's time for the return to the Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. So, funny story. I actually attempted to record this just 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago. Then I realized that in my genius ways, I was recording my audio and the game's audio, but not the game itself. I had left my OBS set to World of Warcraft because I'm brilliant like that. So I recorded an entire episode with no footage. It would have been the dumbest thing ever. Good thing I have a save point and I make multiple save points, so we're gonna do this again. But this might be quicker because I decided to... Well, I know what to do now because I did everything. So let's go ahead and do what I was gonna do. Let's talk to all the classmates. It's not many. Alright, Sam. Let's see if we can sort things out with Sam. I'm not gonna call him hey, Sam. That's what he is. Who is it? It's me, Reen. Are you free right now? I'd like to discuss something with you. I'm studying at the moment. Can you save it for tomorrow, jerkface? Because I'm a classist and I don't like you. Sure, I'll come back then. Really do want to apologize to him, but he doesn't seem to want to give me the chance. He's a jerk. Are you free at the moment, Eustace? And then this arrogant prick. What do you want? Just want to say thanks for this afternoon. I assume you mean the incident with High Arms? I explicitly remember stating that I wasn't trying to help you. Haha, maybe so, but I still wanted to thank you. I'm not really used to handling situations like that. I mean, I'm a noble, but I've never really spent much time with other members of the nobility. Eustace? It seems as though neither one of us is an ordinary noble, but your problems have nothing to do with me. Don't expect my assistance next time. Dick! Neither one of us. I guess he's got some issues of his own then. Alrighty. Then upstairs, talk to them ladies. Hello, ladies. ELISA. She's fiending for it. Sigh. What's wrong, ELISA? Oh, hey, Reen. It's nothing serious, don't worry. Well, if you insist. But now that I'm here, it's really easy to tell that this is your room, ELISA. So organized and neat, it really fits that high-class image of yours. Don't make fun of me like that. Sometimes I can't tell if he's clueless or if he's actually caught on. Yeah, she's fiending. Sorry, did I say something to upset you? No, it's nothing. What makes this her room? She's got bunnies, some kind of tuba thing, a painting. She's got some alcohol of sorts. She's got wine. She drinks. She drinks. We got Laura. Good evening, Reen. Hey there, Laura. I'd like to know how your room... I like how you got your room set up. It's pretty relaxing. It's probably because we've both grown up immersed in the way of the sword. My room at home is more or less the same feel. I should have expected as much. I see you've been practicing your swings tonight too. Of course, it helps my dinner settle. Sword practice is usually my go-to for clearing my mind, so it's an ideal way to wind down the day. For some reason, I had this... Oh, what's this? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Should have muted the mic. For some reason, I had this impression that you were one of those people who never got caught up in stray thoughts. Even I have things I brood over now and then. I've noticed that you've been putting extra effort into your training lately. May we both continue to strive toward improving ourselves. I couldn't have said it better myself. Then that nice sword she's got there for sword practice. That's probably the manner of her nobility. Flowers and plates. Someone's here. Seems like it. I'll be right there. Hello, Reen. Is something the matter? Not really. I just came by for a chat. Is Fee here with you? I thought I heard her voice a moment ago. She is. I promised to help her study after we finish dinner. She's currently doing some exercises I prepared for her this afternoon. I never expected to hear that. Hee hee. She's actually a very hard worker. Would you like to join us? No, it's alright. I'd rather not distract you two. You just got invited to a ladies' room with 2 ladies. Why are you saying no? Lasai, Reed, Lasai. It sounds like hard work, so good luck. Thank you. Have a good free day tomorrow. Oh, it is a free day tomorrow. Woot woot. Alright. Anyone else? Oh, we got good old Instructor Sarah, the drunk. I wasn't expecting to see you here. I didn't peg you as the type to sneak into a ladies' room in the middle of the night. Maybe I had you figured wrong. I wouldn't exactly call this sneaking. I'm kind of surprised, though, you're actually not drinking. Not that I wouldn't like a drink right now, to be honest. But I've got some work I need to finish up before I forget. Okay, yeah, I give up. Grab me a beer from that case over there, will you? You ever think that maybe there's something not quite right about a teacher bringing her beer into the dorms? Hey, come on now. Beer's the fuel that keeps my fires burning. I'll even let you have a can or 2 for yourself. It's okay. If anyone asks, I have no idea where you got it. I think I'll pass. By the way, instructor, you know a guy named Crow, right? He's a second-year student? Oh, and Angelica, too. Oh, so you've met them already, have you? Does she know, though? What is her relationship to them? I've had my fair share of good times with them since I became an instructor, but then again, who hasn't? So you do know them. Well, at the very least, I hope you can steer clear of their influence. You wouldn't want to take after them any more than you'd want to take after me. You say that, and yet here you are as our homeroom teacher. Okay. Talk to the ladies. Talk to the gentlemen. But where was Gaius and Elliot? Probably downstairs. Yes, most likely. Hey, look at that. I heard that it's tradition for the wind orchestra to stage a big yearly concert. I'm going to try to find out more about that tomorrow, but I'm really, really excited just thinking about it. That's going to be my big goal to work toward for the time being. That was a delicious meal, courtesy of Kirsch's. Thanks to that, I ought to be in top shape for tomorrow. I imagine everyone's started getting used to academy life now. We need to avoid getting too comfortable and keep working. Okay, you guys. Guess you're real serious. Alright, I think that's that's the end of this night of chat. Should I call it a day? Can I save in the middle? Yep. Nope, can't save it there. I don't want to have to redo this. Glad I got the flavors this time, though. $5:23. Sunday. You know, I usually look over at my second monitor to make sure everything's going well. I don't know how I missed it earlier. So I'm going to be able to zoom through past some of this stuff. And I know all the answers already to all the questions, and because I wrote notes, got notes on a notepad. And where the books go. A number of books have just arrived at Thor's, and I would like assistance in delivering them. Inquire at Keen's. Something urgent has just come up, so I really need someone to take care of tutoring the kid I usually teach. I'll be waiting in the lower class dorm, so please come see me as soon as you can. And Old Schoolhouse Mystery. I would like to ask Class 7 to continue their investigation of the old schoolhouse from where they left off last month. I hope you'll be able to shed further light onto the secrets within those walls. You may begin when you see fit, but make sure that you are completely prepared. It's going to be a crazy boss at the end, probably. The old schoolhouse request is the same deal as last month. I still got the key, so I can go in whenever I'm ready, but there's no telling how long it's going to take, so I should finish up everything else first. Alright, let's get started. Let's go. Oh, that's not the exit door. This is the exit door. So we start with going to Keen's bookstore. Yo. Welcome. Feel free to browse at your leisure. Pardon me, you sent a request to student council, didn't you? I certainly did, and I'm guessing this means you're taking care of it. Wonderful. Yep, you said you needed help with delivering some books to the Academy's instructors? Correct. I usually handle it myself, so I'm sorry to put that work on you today. If you don't mind me asking, is there a reason you needed someone else to do this? Shamefully enough, yes, I lost the order sheet I received from the Academy, so now I'm not sure who I should deliver each book to. That's when I decided that it'd be best to ask one of you students instead. You're more familiar with your instructors than I am, so you might be able to deduce the order. Who ordered what? So that's why you put the request in with the student council? Exactly. I actually hired a part-timer who's a student at Thor's. I planned on asking her first, but she's working somewhere else today, so the student council is my only recourse. You know what I should do? Can I do this live? I just realized that, I think I might have noticed it before. Pardon me. Live editing going on in progress. Let's see if I can do this live. Boop. Don't even mess. I'm moving over, guys. Live editing in progress. It's pretty cool. I'll be able to see their faces. Hey, you can see their faces. So are you free at the moment? I'd like to get them delivered as soon as possible. Accept his request. Sure, I'll take care of these off your hands. Great, here you go. You have 5 books to deliver. They make for a heavy load, so be careful carrying them. Behind the War of the Lions, Modern Art, The Complete Works, Topical Science, Analyzing Macroeconomics, The Empire's Hottest Spots. Oof, you weren't kidding about the weight. Did anyone order multiple books? Don't worry, just 1 per person. So 5 deliveries, 5 people, 5 books. Seems simple enough. These are all different enough that I should be able to figure out which instructor ordered each one. I'll get started right away. I'm sure you'll do a great job. So when I did this quest a few minutes ago, or a half hour or so ago, I ran around talking to everybody. I was like, oh, what do I do? And then I didn't realize that, well, you can't look at it from here, but I'll show you when I get outside. But let's do my first relationship bubble thing. Oh, geez. Smack my mic up. Oh, hello, REENA. I see you're working hard as always. Hey there, Emma. You know, I see you in this bookstore pretty often. What brings you here today? Well, today I'm searching for some study materials. I'm hoping to find some that'll help Fee with our classwork. So that's it. Have you come across anything good yet? Not quite. I've been struggling to find something that would make it easy for her to understand. But on my honor as a class president, I'm going to keep looking until I find something. I do owe her one after she cheered me up yesterday. Maybe I can help her out. Yes. How about I help you out then? Are you sure? Hee hee. Thank you so much for offering. Okay, to get started, would you mind searching over there? Got it. And we both end up in the same space. Unsurprisingly, most of the books are here are targeted at people with high level of education. Smart people. Fee isn't quite there, so I need something a bit simpler for her. Fee's a dumbass, so I need something simpler for her. It's really considerate of you to use so much of your fee time to help her. Isn't this cutting into your own studies? Aha, it's not a big deal, really. I got into the academy on a scholarship, so I want to return the favor by doing all I can to help other students out. Class 7 is an especially small class too, so helping each other just seems like the natural thing to do. That kind of thinking is why you're our class president. You don't need to flatter me. It's not flattery, it's honesty. For what it's worth, Fee's been paying a lot more attention in class since you two started studying together too. I've noticed that. It's quite nice to see. Hopefully I can teach her how to get excited about learning new things before our midterms start. That would definitely be a big step for her. Hearing that makes me really want to find her the right book. You and me both. What about that book over there? That might work. This one? Oh, they got closer. REENA and Emma's hands brushed against one another as they reached for the book. Sorry about that. Likewise. Ooh, and thus they managed to find some useful study material for Fee. Your bond with Emma strengthened. Look at that, only 200 more experience. That's like 100 battles, and we'll be leveling up. I think it's like 1 per battle if we link. Okay. Oh yeah, wait. Gotta buy books. Nope. Not talk shop. Let's talk shop. I don't own this book. Gotta buy them all. I don't own the traditional archery book. I don't own the art of napping, which I really would like in real life because naps are great, except when you're a little kid and you don't want, and you got all the energy in the world. Manly Munchie sandwiches. Manly Munchies! Alright. Let's go. Alright. So, look at that. What I did wrong is I ran around talking to everybody, trying to figure out where these books go. About halfway through talking to people, I realized these green exclamation points, well, obviously they're quests, but there were more than there were quests on the student council list. And the one in the lower class dorm over there is the other quest for the day, so that's not one of the book deliveries. The other ones are where the books go. So we're just gonna whip around. And the first one is actually a book delivery, and it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone because efficiency is key. All right. What's up, lad? Glad to see you hard at work as ever. I feel as though I'm wasting my breath pointing this out, but you do realize it's the middle of the day, don't you? You got a problem with me spending the afternoon drinking? This is my room and this is my beer. I'm not seeing the problem. Looks like she's completely gone. I get the feeling that one odd magazine in the pile is probably hers. You wouldn't happen to know what this is, would you? Reen showed Instructor Sarah the Empire's hottest spots. Hot teacher with the hottest spots. Oh my. Hey, that's the magazine I used the Academy's money to buy. Didn't think you'd read it too? Let's not jump to conclusions now. Looks like I was right on the mark. The truth is, Reen explained the situation to Instructor Sarah and handed over the Empire's hottest spots. Thanks. That explains it though. Sounds like your work for the student council is varied, if nothing else. Well, might as well have a little look at it now. Flip flip. Flip flip cheerio. She might be the most carefree person I've ever met. That's a magazine for people looking to tour the Empire, isn't it? I'm gonna have to. Oh, where is it? My tissue box. My nose. Not nearby. Seems like something you should be buying with your own money, not the Academy's. It's for your field studies. What? I'm reading this. She looks mad. Look, I'm reading this so I can research potential field study locations. Yet here you are assuming I'm using it to plan a sneaky little holiday for myself. That's pretty rude, you know. How rude. I see. That certainly does sound plausible. Might not seem like it sometimes, but I guess she really is always looking out for us. Ooh, the booze here looks pretty good. First it tells me about Celtic's beer. Now this. Gotta appreciate a magazine that covers an adult's needs. Take it all back. The only person she's thinking about here is herself. Alright. So that, but it also, boom. Sure, orbital science can explain a lot, but can it explain why beer tastes so good in the afternoon? Woohoo, I love free days. This might be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't. Hey, don't stand there like you've got nothing to do. You're a student, so come sit here and keep me company. I don't see how that has any relation to me being a student. Oh well, I guess this is as good a chance as any. I'll go get myself something to drink. I'll be a dear and get me something to snack on while you're out, would you? Fine, fine. Should have turned off my Blizzard launcher. People are popping in and out. Looks like you've been working pretty hard for the student council. That's what I like to see. Building up experience and making memories is exactly what youth's all about. I don't want to hear it. Not from the person that pushed me into it in the first place anyway. Especially since I've had a lot on my mind lately regardless. So this is about Machias, huh? Was it that obvious? Well, you don't exactly have a poker face. Have you figured out a way to make up with him yet? It's not Machias, it's Shotgun Sam. I failed. I wish. If I had been completely honest with him to begin with, none of this would have happened, so it's all my fault. But I remember when I had such simple youthful worries. That's one way to brush me off. Well, the way I see it, Your best bet would be just focusing on helping the student council out for today. Helping other people out with their worries helps you develop as a person and figure out how to take care of your own. Really? Of course, you need to take each and every request seriously and not just see them as boxes on a checklist. But that's what they are. They're literally boxes on a checklist. Literally boxes on a checklist. Listening carefully to what client says and figuring out what they really want from that is a key part of the job. After all, people tend not to say what's really on their mind. You have to listen for it. Hey, what's with that look? I'm just surprised you gave such a helpful on-point reply. Can I ask you what you did here before you came an instructor? Well, let's just put it this way. I've got a lot of experience. More than enough to give you youngins helpful advice whenever you need it. That would be a bit more credible if you weren't completely drunk. Lucid enough to dodge the question, though. Either way, I'm your homeroom teacher. I'll always help you out if you really need me. For now, just focus on what you've got to do. I suppose you're right. Well, it's not every day she gives good advice. I might as well take it while I can and focus on helping the student council. Sarah took a swig of the beer, sitting on the table. Gulp, gulp. Ah, that's the stuff. I can take her advice, right? Your bond with Instructor Sarah strengthened. Alright, so that's one book delivery and the 2 bonds complete for the day. I can teleport to... That's the closest, I guess the bookstore. And then run outside. Save me some run time. And then go to the lower class dorms. Those guys are taking pictures, all pervy-like. That's not the dorms. These guys are about to get in a fight, watch. Let's see, this one? Come on, Rudy, hurry it up. I'm ready to give him a beat down. Me and Kay have got plans today. I think we're already late, though. Oh, man, someone's about to get a beat down. So you come in here, and then... No, I forgot my purse. I can't believe I made such a freaking mistake right now. I've got everything I need. Now hurry back and meet up with Melinda. Oh, wait, no, it's just this guy. Well, she had something interesting, right? Unlike the upper class dorm, we don't have any maids here, which means we have to do our own cleaning, cooking, washing, and stuff. Seems like the rich kids just head out for meals instead of cooking, though. Excuse me, you're Klein, right? I am. If you're asking, you must be Reen. Yep, Reen Schwarzer of Class 7 at your service. I read you wanted me to fill in at your tutoring job. That's right, this one was tough. Something urgent's come up, so I won't be able to make it today. That's why I took this straight to the student council. If you don't mind me prying, may I ask what's so urgent? Of course. Truth is, my family got in contact with me last night to tell me that my mom collapsed when she was out working. That's all I know, but I've already got tickets for the train out to the country this afternoon. I'd do the same if I were you. The house you'll be tutoring at a straight shot south from these dorms. It's by the riverside, can't miss it. Your pupil's a boy named Emil, and you'll be speaking to his mother, Melissa. In terms of what and how you teach him, I'm leaving that up to you, and honestly, if you want to back out, that's fine too. I've already told Melissa that you're not necessarily locked in, so she'll understand if you can't make it. Thanks for giving me an out, at least. Alright, probably should have asked at the beginning, but... Are you sure you want me doing this? I've never tutored anyone before. Well, you're a student here, so you've got the knowledge to do it at least. You know, I didn't even account for the fact that their face might be on that side, but at least it's not coming off most of his face. Ever helped other people study before? I've helped my younger sister with things she didn't understand at Sunday school. There you have it. Emil's got all the books he needs already, so you need to just go through the material together. Today's topic should be orbital science, by the way. Might want to brush up at the library so you're not too confident in that area. Thank you for the information. Well then, I've still got to pack, so I'll be heading back to my room now. Any other questions before I go? I should be fine with what you've told me. Nice, this is a real weight off my shoulders. Good luck. And he walks upstairs. Oh, did he go up there? I never tried. I do hope nothing serious happened to his mom. Today's topic is orbital science. He probably had the right idea about going to the library. It's probably worth brushing up on my knowledge of the Reinford company, ELISA Reinford. Once I've done that, I'll find that house. Can I go upstairs? There's no reason to head past here. Okay, okay. And then front gate. And then into the school. And then gotta turn in some books. So there was one on the first floor. Check the map. There it is. Look at me. Boom. Wait. Ah, there it is. Oh, it's prick teacher. Or vice principal Heinrich. You're that Reen Schwarzer from Instructor Wallenstein's class. What brings you to me? May I have a minute of your time? I'm pretty sure he teaches the political and economics classes. That should mean. Do you know this book by any chance? Reen showed Vice Principal Heinrich the copy of Analyzing Macroeconomics. As it just so happens, that's the very book I ordered from the bookstore, but why do you have it? Wait, don't tell me Wallenstein's corrupted you into a petty thief. You're both stealing Academy deliveries, aren't you? Let me explain. Reen carefully calmed Vice Principal Heinrich down, explained the situation, hand over Analyzing Macroeconomics. I see, allow me to apologize for doubting you so readily and so vehemently. You should apologize, jerk. But that raises another question. Your father is a baron, is he not? Then why, pray tell, would someone of such worthy blood perform such menial tasks? What exactly are you asking me? I do not mean to deny the work ethic or the importance of the student council, but nobles have their roles and commoners have theirs. I would just like for you to keep that in mind. What's more, you could very well have a bright future. Try not to let Instructor Wallenstein's influence stain it too much. That is all. You may take your leave. Thank you for your time. He must be getting for the title of Thor's most punchable faculty member. I'd punch him. He's a dick. He's a prick. He's a vice principal. Alright. Next one is on the second floor. That's really close. And Bob's your uncle. Why, hello there. Did you have a question for me? I do. Do you have a moment? Instructor Marian teaches both the arts and home ec, so this should be hers. Did you order this book recently? Reen showed Instructor Marian the copy of Modern Art, the complete works. Oh, yes, I did. But is there a reason you have it? Funny you should ask. It's quite the story. Explain the situation. You know what? He should say, have you seen this book or something? Or does this book look familiar? He should say, I have a delivery from the bookshop. That would save him a little bit of explaining. I see, that's very diligent of you. Not at all, I'm just doing what was asked of me. Tee-hee, oh come now, no need to be so humble. I should have said this earlier, but thank you for going out of your way to bring this directly to me. I'm sure this book will increase the quality of my lessons dramatically. You've made my students very happy. That's very flattering. The next one was oh wait, no. Rooftop book delivery. Oh hey, Reen, right? What do you need? Just a moment of your time, if you could spare it. Instructor Makarov teaches natural sciences and orbital engineering, so this one might just be his. Did you order this from the bookstore recently? Reen showed Instructor Makarov the issue of Topical Science. Yeah, I've got a subscription to that magazine through the bookstore, but what are you doing with it? Well, it's like this. Reen explained the situation to Instructor Makarov and handed over Topical Science. Well, that'd do it, thanks. Between schoolwork and doing favors for the student council, you must be one busy guy. I won't deny that. Changing the subject for a minute, mind if I ask what you're doing up here? Evading all of my teacherly responsibilities, couldn't you tell? Right, how silly of me. There are some things you just shouldn't say in front of your hardworking students. It's cool though, I'm doing just enough work to keep me from being fired. You should try it out sometime. No offense, but I think you work too hard. Today's your free day, so you should just use it to relax a bit. All that hard work will catch up with you if you don't. That's a good point. Wow, I wouldn't have expected that out of him. I guess he does care about his students in his own way. Anyway, thanks for bringing me my magazine. Catch you later. Thank you for your time. Yeah, there are days like you just gotta chill. You just gotta chillax. That's relax and chill for you young people that didn't know that back in my day we combined words like that. Okay, library, right? Yep. I think that was the last book. This is here. If it isn't Reen, how may I help you today? If you're here to talk history, I'm sure I can set aside a few hours of my day for an engaging little chat. Not today, thanks. Instructor Thomas is in charge of history and literature. It's not hard to tell why he was picked for the former. I'm just here to ask whether you ordered these books from the bookstore recently. Reen showed Instructor Thomas Behind the War of the Lions. Ooh, you have my Behind the War of the Lions. Look at those crazy glasses. Wait, why do you have my Behind the War of the Lions? Well, it's a long story. Reen explained the situation to Instructor Thomas and handed over Behind the War of the Lions. I see. It all makes sense now. Thank you for going out of your way to hand deliver this to me. There's no trouble at all. By the way, this book provides an in-depth look at several of the mysteries surrounding the War of the Lions. Though I suppose you probably figured out that much from the title, I had intended on covering these mysteries in class too. But I would be more happy than happy to lend it to you if the premise catches your interest. I'll let you know if I ever find the time. That's the 5th and final book delivered. I should go report back to Keen's. And that was all the deliveries. And I realized, see, there's a book over here. Didn't notice this before. Reading corner. Imperial Railways, a history. Holy shit. Okay, that's a lot. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's do that again. The herbal revolution of 50 years ago had a profound effect on Erebonner, much as it did on other nations of the continent. Much of it has made its impact on weaponry, but I believe its influence on transport was equally noteworthy, specifically the herbal revolution of the creation of... Okay, yeah, there's a lot here. So, here we go. Just read it. It's 5 pages. Just do it. God. Alright. Before the herbal revolution, there were only 3 methods of transport available to the Imperial citizens: horse, boat, and walking. Considering the sheer size of Erebonner, the situation was far from ideal. Traveling from the Imperial capital of Heimdall to Beerahard, the capital of the Krutzen province, for example, took 10 days on foot and 4 days by horse. Such long journeys would be impossible to imagine for the Erebonner citizen of today. Changing all that, however, was the herbal revolution's transformation of manufacturing, making the creation of mechanical engines possible for the first time. This marked a key turning point in the history of transportation, and Erebonner's first use of these engines was the invention of the train. September 1158. The first orbally powered vehicle to run on rail tracks was developed through the combined efforts of Professor G. Schmidt, a leading disciple of Professor Epstein, and the Rheinford factory, known at the time as a weapons manufacturer. September 2 years later. The freight line between Ruhr City and the Sachsen iron mine was completed. The first passenger railway connecting Heimdall and Ruhr began operation. As a result of these developments, the concept of the Orbital Railway became widely known throughout the nation, and by 1175, a wide-reaching railway network had been created with Heimdall at its center. This rail nexus effectively connected the imperial capital with all the major provincial capitals. This was followed soon after by the establishment of railways in other nations on the continent, eventually leading to the creation of the Transcontinental Railroad 20 years ago, which has made transporting people, goods, and information all over the continent significantly easier. There is no doubt that the orbally powered airships invented in the Liberal Kingdom and the family automobiles developed by the Calvart Republic are also wonderful inventions. However, half a century after the Orbital Revolution, it is an incontestable fact that railways are the most important method of transport. I did it! I got through the book, but there's more. Erebonner Folklore, Volume 1. 5 more pages. Alright. Considering the size and history of the Erebonner Empire, it should come as no surprise that it has a wealth of folklore, perhaps more than any other nation on the continent. This is the first in a series of 3 books that will introduce a small number of legends and traditions in Erebonner. It's my wish that this series will stimulate new interest in the rich history and mythology of this great nation. Animism is a religious belief native to the land of Erebonner, disconnected from the teachings of the Septine Church. There is no simple type of animism. Yeah, I got it right. Some animists believe that the objects in natural world have a spirit, while others emphasize the reverence of one's ancestors. The animist traditions of the past continue to live on in a number of ways, in Erebona, with the summer festival being just one. While animism may be disconnected from the doctrine of the Septian Church, it does not specifically refute the Church's teachings, and in many religions, animist traditions have been incorporated into the beliefs of the Septian Church. Many animists have thus been converted to worshipping the goddess Adios while retaining their traditional beliefs. Furthermore, the people of the Nord Highlands to the northeast of the empire revere the wind as a spirit and share many fundamental aspects of their religious outlook with the people of Erebona. Fiend, an evil creature that differs from the monsters that we know. Most are said to cause harm to humans, and while they are fundamentally similar to the devils, which appear in the teaching of the Septian Church, the existence of neither fiends nor devils has been proven. Fairies are inhabitants of another world, separate from both spirits and fiends. Descriptions of them vary amongst different traditions. Some liken them to young winged girls, while others characterize them as small people. And overall believers also portray them as being represented by small animals. One thing they all have in common, however, is that they enjoy pulling pranks on people. Folklore Volume 1. Its contents were added to book notes, so I'm wondering if that comes in like Andy later. It's like, hey, nothing else, right? No more recommended reading. Probably should check that every time I'm at a free day. Okay, books delivered. Let's go to front entrance. Run this way. Faster, Reen. He's chasing. And then go. Oh, wait. Bookstore. Looks like you made all of your deliveries. What a boon you've been. Thank you. Always happy to be a boon. I'm a boon. Here, I want to give you something as a token of my gratitude. This may come in handy at some points. Ground bait. Think they will. Much appreciated. This is for fishing, right? I cannot overstate how thankful I am. You'll be the first one I call if I ever need a hand again. I'm always willing to help. See you later. Completed. And now I need to... Trista House. I gotta go to the Trista House for the studying part, which it was a little tricky. Okay. Check my notes. Okay. All right. Where was he at? Oh, he's over here. Talk to the mama. Excuse me, I was sent here by a second-year student called Klein. Oh, you must be the one fulfilling in for him. How thoughtful of him to find a placement. Are you free to tutor Emil now? Let's do it. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I'll take you to his room then. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Reen Schwarzer. I'm a first year and member of Class 7. Nice to meet you. Likewise. So what did you say we get started? We'll be going over orbital science today, correct? That's right, I've already got my textbook ready. Okay. Question time. Page 40, huh? So we'll be focusing more on the historical side of things. Indeed, for the record, Klein and I covered up to the beginnings of the orbital revolution last time. So it really deserves to be called a revolution for changing everyone's lives so much and so quickly. I'm sure you know the answer, but let me ask to refresh myself. How long ago did the orbital revolution take place? It was 50 years ago. Because I remember it from doing it earlier. Starting with an easy one, I see. It started about 50 years ago. You make it sound like common knowledge. I should have expected you to be smart enough since you are a Thor student. I wouldn't go that far. To follow up, do you know who invented ordnance? That would be Epstein. That would be Professor C. Epstein. Speaking of which, it was near 1155, I'll say 1955, just a year after his death, that the Epstein Foundation was formed by his skilled disciples. Oh wow, I didn't expect to hear all that. You really are amazing. That's not true. The way I explained things probably made them even harder to understand. Either way, I think today's plan is to go over these topics as a refresher first, and after that, we'll try and cover everything up until the year 1170 of the Septian calendar. Sounds good to me. And that's about it. Did you manage to get all that? Yes, I should be good to go. I have to admit I'm surprised. It's hard to believe that a company as massive as Reinford used to be just a single factory. It really is. The herbal revolution brought about big changes just about everywhere. But it's safe to say that the Reinford factory's transformation into such a huge corporation was one of the biggest ones. Certainly ended up having a major impact on Zemuria, so I'd have to agree. Speaking of which, I wanted to ask, what was it the Reinford factory specialized in making? This book doesn't really mention that. Well, they made guns. They were a weapons man. They were Tony Stark. They specialized in making weapons such as guns and artillery. The factory's been around for a long time. I've even heard that it was around back in the Middle Ages. That's fascinating. Thanks for letting me know. I'm impressed at just how knowledgeable you are. I'm just doing my job. Seems like today's session is over. Are you okay with leaving off here for the day? This is a good stopping point. So yes, it was a pleasure to have you as a tutor today. Thank you for covering for Klein. Emil seems to have learned a lot today. He's a great teacher. In fact, I'd even put him on the same level as Klein. I'm honored. Glad to see he's happy. Well then, I have to give you something. Whoa! Money, money! Wait, Mira, I can't just take this. Why not? People normally get paid for their work. Well, I guess. It didn't really feel like work to me. Guess it'd be rude to refuse, though. Well, if you insist, thank you very much. You're welcome. I'm very grateful you filled in for Klein. Complete. Completed! So, the 2 sub-quests are done. Now I just have to head into the old schoolhouse and handle my shiz. But I think I've redeemed myself for screwing up my recording. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought. So, next time on the RPG Corner, we will jump back into the old schoolhouse and navigate our way through its corridors. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Please don't forget to smash that like button, because that's what the people say, right? Smash that like button, smash that subscribe, or punch the subscribe button. You know, use your heroic capabilities. Be a legend. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.